for the net to start and throw a bean in the pot, and then I'm going to get comfy cozy and watch some boob.
I got the numbers for you tonight, Paul.
Yeah, you're number one. If you could only see which finger I'm holding you up for the number one.
I got a flex radio. I can see you.
What's that?
I got one of them flex radio. I can see you.
All right, 7-3, you guys. I'm going to sit back here and listen to the radio. B3TOE, 7-3, Garnett, whoever else is out there, Paul and Art. Ciao, ciao.
Yeah, you sound good, Steve. It's 9 plus 10.
7-3, Steve. We'll talk to you later, sir. V3 PDO.
Thanks, Garnett. You guys are all full strength here. Good signal over here, Art.
Good evening and welcome. This is VA3CJZ opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, AREG, for Wednesday, April 14th, 2021. This is week 1,439 weeks that the AREG has been on the air. My name is Chuck and my station is located in East Hamilton, below the escarpment. This informal simplex net, originally founded by John, VE3JSU, is on every Wednesday night, starting at 8 p.m. and ending at 10 p.m. local time here on 146.430. While this is a simplex net, it is likely that not everyone will be able to hear everyone else. This should not discourage you from participating, and it may encourage some of you to improve your station. And keep in mind that relaying communications has a long history in amateur radio, and so we encourage the practice to ask for a relay when a station is unable to hear the other party or to pass on a message. We ask that you please try and leave a 2 to 3 second delay between transmissions to allow other stations to break in. May I now have check-ins for this evening's AREG?
VE3GNP.
VA3IMW.
Okay, I copy 2 stations, VE3GNP and VA3IMW. Hello, Garnett. How are you?
Good morning, sir. What you been up to today?
Today, well, today not too much. Just enjoying the warm weather. A little bit of sunshine we had earlier on in the day, but that's going to be over for the next couple of days. But yeah. Looking forward to the Ontario QSO party coming up this weekend, and then World Amateur Radio Day on Sunday, April 18th. So, yeah, really looking forward to that. Over to you there, Garnett.
Yeah, it sounds good, Chuck. Sounds good. I went out to see Dave today. BE3TV. He's doing good. Start getting his 8F10 up. He's got half of it up. Just got the other half to go up, and then he's VR 8F.
Oh, very good, very good. So he's coming along then. Yeah, everybody's also waiting for that nicer weather to be outdoors there. So doing antenna work for the first of the season.
Yeah, I was out there today with a slingshot trying to get it up over the tree, and I kept getting stuck in the tree. He's going to try to use a bow and arrow next time.
Yeah, there's all kinds of ways. It's whatever you're comfortable with, and there's a bunch of ingenious ways there. I've seen them on YouTube University.
That's my high school.
Okay, very good, Garnett. Glad to hear you're in good spirits. So you're going to hang in there with us?
For a little while, yeah. VE3GNP on this one.
Okay, very good. VE3GNP. Let's go to Mac up on the hill. VA3IMW. Good evening, Mac.
Good evening, Chuck, and everybody else that happens to be listening to us at this point in time. Wednesday night, hump day for some. For others, it's a highlight of the week because we get another episode of Check-ins with Chuck. Glad to be with you.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I do believe I heard that Art was in there. I tried pulling him in with the beam and no luck with the Omni. So we will definitely need a relay. As a matter of fact, while I've got you on the line, let me put him in the log and we'll give him a shout there. Give a call out to VE3 Kilo Charlie India for me, please.
Roger, can do that. Kilo Charlie India. Art, you want to come back and introduce yourself this evening? We'll give you a relay and come on back. Thanks a lot, Art. Glad you're with us tonight. Messages you want to pass on to Chuck and the expanded crew? Yeah, understand. You've had the radio on for some time and haven't had much to listen to. I think there's still some people in the background working on a plan to get you set up so that you can reach out to Bob's repeater. And I think there's some Yezu experts in the crowd that can probably visit you. Possibly once this stay-at-home order is finished, then people might be a little bit more ready to venture out and visit with you and program some frequencies into your radio so that they're all set up. Anyways, Art, are you going to stick around for a while and listen in?
No, good.
Roger that. Glad you're sticking around for a while. And I guess at this point, we'll just turn it back to Chuck if you have nothing else to offer. Okay, Chuck, so take it away. Art's going to stick around for a while, and he's going to listen for the duration. Obviously, the greater good. Yezu experts will be looking for somebody to pop in and help Art program some frequencies into his radio memory so we can make use of the 446050 repeater frequency, and that'll hook him up with a direct line to all of us on Wednesday nights. So at that, Chuck, I'll just turn it back to you, and you can start to fill the log.
Okay, thank you very much there, Mac, for the relay. And thank you, Art. I'm not sure if you can hear me or not. But anyways, let's see who else is out there like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, taking check-ins. Please come now.
V3 PDO.
VA3 XLJ, quick check-in. I'll join you guys later on when I get home.
Okay, I've got VE3 PDL and VA3 XLJ. Were you in the mobile there, Vanya?
Correct.
All right, well, not a problem there. We'll just take you in first. So tell us, Sarah, how was your trip to the park? I was listening a little bit earlier.
The day was nice, lots of people, which is good to see. Like how the son didn't want to leave the car, so we are headed home. So I just take the route. I took the Dapper James up to the mountain, and I'm driving the let's call it the Ridge Road. It's not Ridge Road, it's something else, concession. And I'm gonna just cut down and get home soon.
All right, very good. Well, you're doing a fine trip down here at my location at Center Mall. You're full strength and good audio there, sir. All right, we'll catch you when you get back on the base then, or parked in your driveway, whichever you like. Okay, thank you very much, Vanya. Victor Alpha 3 X-Ray Lima Juliet. Next, let's go to Paul, VE3 PDL. Good evening, Paul. Welcome.
Thanks, Chuck. Just throwing a bean in the pot. And yeah, Mac, I heard you on the other net, quickie. Of course, that wouldn't slide past you, you sly dog. Anyways, yeah, just a bean in the pot. Nothing to add at the moment there, Chuck. So just helping you increase the numbers there. So I'll swing it back over to you, sir. V3 PDO.
Just a quickie.
Roger.
Okay, very good then. Okay, Paul, I'm sure we'll call on you again soon. Okay, well, let's see who else is out there like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ taking check-ins. Please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Foxtrot Juliet Juliet.
Okay, I copy Victor Echo 3, Fox Juliet Juliet. Good evening, Flynn. Welcome.
Hello, Chuck, and everybody on the net. Good that you still having this going. I just had to key up and say hello, and yeah, I'll be here for a little while.
Okay, very good there, Flynn. Great signal. The audio is different than what I'm used to hearing, but that's your new radio you're on, right?
Yeah, it's the ICOM 706 Mark II. Yeah, and if you do hear a hum, we did diagnose it yesterday. It's the power supply, so that'll be fixed hopefully soon.
Yeah, I had a funny feeling it might not be compatible. So, yeah, I don't hear it though. But yeah, the audio is just fine. Very good then. So you're going to hang with us for a little bit then?
Oh yeah, I'm going to be here listening and doing a couple other little things here in the shack, so I'll be here.
Okay, very good then. And you're still trying to figure out that new radio too, I'm sure. Okay, let's see who else is out there would like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ taking check-ins. Please come now. Okay then. Nothing heard. Okay, nothing heard. Let me start off with a couple of announcements, I guess. Yeah, the Ontario QSO party this weekend. I do believe it starts at 8 p.m. on Friday. And yeah, oh, there it is. 1200 Zulu, yep, to 1800 Zulu on April 18th. From April 17th to April 18th, yeah. Okay, very good. 1800 Zulu on April 17th. Oh, okay. Different time start. Yeah, and it asks that you please, this covers the 70 centimeter band, the 2 meter band, HF, CW, everything. So they do ask that you stay off of the call frequency on the UHF and VHF. Specifically here, it says to keep 146.520 clear. I believe it is not to be used for making contacts during this contest. So there's that. And then, of course, on Sunday, there's the World Radio Amateur Day. And so anybody with a radio, it's kind of like the Ontario QSO party, but of course, the whole world is involved. And yeah, it should be interesting. Looking forward to that as well. Okay, and here we are. Beautiful day today. I know earlier it was nice and sunny, and now at the airport, temperature is 13 degrees. Let's see who else is out there would like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Taking check-ins right now. Come now.
Victor Echo 3 kilowatt, Papa.
OYL.
Okay, I heard kilowatt, Papa, and VA3 OYL. Anyone else? Okay, nothing heard. Let's go to Kevin. VE3 kilowatt, Papa. Up in the perch, are you?
In the perch, yeah. Yeah, yes, I am. You're sounding good up here, no problem. I think I tell you, I was at home last night with the HT. I know you couldn't hear me because you kept walking over me to Mac, and I'm not too far from him. But anyway, yeah, you sound really good up on the West Mountain, Chuck. Yeah, real good.
Okay, thanks, Kevin. And my apologies. Obviously, when I hear a pause and you don't hear any other station there, I had a feeling. I wasn't sure if I was walking on you, but oops.
Okay, I understand. You didn't hear me yet. I'm just bugging you. But anyway, I'll let you carry on. It's not nice to keep a YL waiting.
Oh, this is true. Okay, Kevin, we'll chat with you in a bit there. Let's swing it over to the west end of Hamilton and say hello to Victor Alpha 3. Obey your leader. Good evening, Deb. Welcome.
Good evening, Chuck, and all on net. It was a lovely day. Spring is sprung, and I'm starting to get my bicycle ready for riding season. Hopefully it won't get too stinking hot this summer, and I'll be able to ride right through. And spend some time outside reading on the deck. So it was a nice, relaxing day. Back to you.
Oh yeah, very good, very good. I haven't even looked at my bike is hanging on the rack here in the basement. So yeah, be a while before I think about biking there. The way my back and my leg is, but you never know. Might get brave there and feel good during the summer one day. Okay, Deb. Everything else okay with you?
Yeah, everything's good. The dog's good. The cat's good. It's all good.
All right. Very good then. Oh, I also forgot to mention earlier on that we are streaming live on YouTube. Just put in my call sign in the search box in YouTube, VA3CJZ, and look for the live button. If you want to hear yourself back, you just look for the timestamp there, and then you can play yourself back. Okay, Deb, you going to hang in there with us for a bit?
I'm going to try.
Okay, very good. Okay, Deb, great signal, by the way. Your S9 Plus over here. Good audio, as usual. And so let's see who else would like to stop by and test out their radio. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Any new check-ins, please come now.
Victor Echo 3, India Tango Whiskey.
Oh, Victor Echo 3, India Tango Whiskey. Bob, good evening, sir. Welcome.
First time I think that I've checked into your net, Chuck. How do you copy?
Oh, I copy you. Great. Here, bring it back, and I'll look at the meter this time.
Yeah, you're about 10/9 here in the Stony Creek, Barton and Grays area.
Oh wow! Hey, well, you're full scale on my radio, so great job. You're sounding great as always. How's things, Bob?
Good. If it doesn't rain, got the grass cut today, and I went for a good walk. Just enjoying life as much as we can. Anyway, back to you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Got to go for those walks. I don't go every day, but I go every other day, and it feels good to get out, get away from the house, and and I'm noticing the grass is starting to get dark and long, and so that means this weekend on one of the days it's not raining there. I guess we'll be firing up the lawnmower like many others, I'm sure.
Yeah, I actually broke down and sharpened the blade this year. It's probably been 5 years since I bought that lawnmower and never touched the blade yet. Was it ever dull? And no wonder it was even cutting the grass. I think I was just bashing it to death last year.
Oh, well, that's a good tip, by the way. Make sure if it's an electric one that it's unplugged if you check your blades, obviously. And they do recommend, if you have a gas one, to pull the spark plug cover off there. But that's a good reminder, because I know I ran over a root that has come to the surface of our backyard there, and I had the settings set pretty low there, and I scraped that a couple of times, so that'll dull the blade on you.
Change oil.
Yeah, I checked the oil. I changed the oil in my electric lawnmower there last year, Vanya. I'm good to go. Anyways, thanks for coming by, Bob. Much appreciated, sir.
Yeah, we'll stick around and listen along for a bit anyway.
Okay, sounds good. VE3 India Tango Whiskey. Anyone else out there like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Zulu. Taking check-ins. Please come now. Okay. Nothing heard. Let's go to the top of the list and say hello again to Garnett. Now, I do have a question of the evening there. Does anybody still have vinyl records, and do you still listen to them? And let's go with Garnett there. Garnett, what do you say?
Yeah, I got vinyl records and I still listen to them.
Oh, wow, eh? The last time I had a record player, Garnett, was probably 20. Make that 40 years ago. I do believe it was like 1981 last time I had a record player, because I moved around so much back then. I just, now they're stack or rack, as they say. Ah, very good, very good. Do you have a large collection?
Maybe 30, 40 records.
Yeah, I think that's how much I had. Enough to fill up one milk crate. I remember milk crates back in the 80s there. We used to steal them from the back of the Max Milk or corner store or whatever. Oh, there's an empty one. Thank you very much. Because they work great to put records in or to put anything in.
Yeah, the new milk jugs, the crates, are a little bit smaller now. Now they're too small for the records.
Yeah, they caught on. They probably cost a couple of dollars to replace. So, oh well, do what you got to do.
Yeah, I hear you, Chuck.
Okay, Garnett, thank you for that. We'll move along to Big Mac up on the hill and see what he says. Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey.
Well, Chuck, I got to tell you that vinyl was my first true love. And I wouldn't really say that I'm a bona fide audiophile, but I still have a fairly decent record collection. It's at least one full milk crate full of those albums. I do listen to them from time to time, but I'm very careful with them because obviously limited production nowadays with vinyl, and it's pretty much irreplaceable. Beyond that, I have an immense collection, very different styles of music and different genres. My dad passed away last year, and he left a huge heritage. I'm going to guess somewhere in excess of 3,000 albums.
Wow.
So I've got those in storage.
Okay.
And even beyond that, I have a collection of 78s that date back to the 30s. So I got them all here. I don't use the 78s at this point in time, but it's obviously a heritage item that is very near and dear to my heart. So back to you.
Oh, very good there, Mac. I know my dad, when I was living at home, he had an old, I think it's called a Vitrola, that played the 78s. had the big thick needle on there, and you set her down on the and you had to crank it, of course. And old wooden box there, boy. My old man, he sure loved listening to the old records on that. But yeah, I myself too, were vinyl was near and dear to my heart as well. Used to love to hang out at the record store though too. Great way to meet people or meet up with friends. It was great.
Yeah, I'm sure anybody that lived in the area was quite familiar with the big record stores, Sam the Record Man, and all the rest of that. And I know locally here in Hamilton, every kid was looking forward to the weekly hit list from CHAM and CKOC. Indicating the singles and the LPs that were on the top hit list. So a lot of heritage that goes along with vinyl, both 45s and albums.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Mac. Well, thanks for sharing that with us, and let's go to the next person and see what Art thinks there. You want to maybe give Art a shout and see if he's used to listen to albums and if he still does.
Okay, Art, you're still with us, I'm sure. So the question of the day is, did you collect vinyl record albums, and by chance do you still have them and listen to them? Oh my. Okay. So Art had a collection, both 45s and LPs. Had a lot of Elvis Presley albums, and while he was traveling, I guess his father found his Elvis records and disposed of them. So that's definitely a bone of contention. But obviously, Art, I don't believe you're currently using any vinyl. Yeah. The only vinyl he has right now is CDs, and that's a different style of vinyl altogether. Sheet of metal inside plastic that's laser etched. Anyways, it's definitely. I think it's a really soft spot that this generation has. Well, this generation. I guess we're the older generation now. Doesn't that suck? But anyways, yes, hanging on to your music as part of your youth. If that's all you've got to hang on to, then hang on tight. But yeah, it's definitely a sweet memory. I mean, if you throw out a few album titles that really tickle your fancy, there was the Chicago Chocolate album. Crime of the Century by Supertramp, and obviously the biggie, Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. Rush put out was obviously a huge hit and a big memory ringer for all of us. Okay, back to you, Chuck. I've rambled on long enough. I'm sure there's lots more input where that came from, so we'll see where this takes us. I'll be on the side, and Art's still with us. VA3IMW Friday.
Okay, QSL there, Mac. Thank you for the relay. VA3IMW. Let's go to Paul, VE3PDL. Let's see if he has any record albums still in his possession there. How about it, Paul? Sorry, did I say the call? VE3PDL, VA3CJZ. Okay, so, looks like Paul might be otherwise occupied. I'm sure he'll be back. Let's see if Vanya is available. Victor Alpha 3, X-Ray Lima Juliet. Are you there, Vanya? Okay, well, let's take a pause from the list here and see if anybody else would like to join us on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. I'm in the east end of Hamilton, below the escarpment. My name is Chuck, and I'm taking check-ins. Please come now.
Victor Echo 3, victory over 25.
Okay, I copy Victor Echo 3, Victor Oscar Tango. Good evening there, Paul. How are you?
I'm doing good, Chuck. I just thought I'd key up a little bit differently tonight.
Yeah, very good. Okay, well, you're sounding good tonight there. Let me check the meter here and give you a signal report.
Roger, Dodger. Nothing new and exciting in my world. Just same thing every day. Just do my thing.
Yeah, Roger. Well, you're full scale over here, my friend. You're doing a good job wherever you are, and glad to hear everything's okay. You're with your mom now, right?
Yeah, I've been living with my mom for the last 14 years since my dad's been gone.
Right. Okay. And how is she now?
Oh, she's doing good. She's getting a little bit cheesy with having to stick around the house and stuff, but my brother's coming down to pick her up in May and take her away for the weekend.
Ah, very good. Yeah, man. You know what? For those who can't walk, I feel bad, because I know even though I got a bum knee and a bad back, I still managed to go out and go for a stroll anyways. It really feels good to get away from the property.
Yeah, she's been dying to get her scooter out, but it's a little chilly for her yet.
Oh, yeah. A slight breeze there, and she'll be putting the parka on. Got to wait a little bit longer. Anyhow, there, Paul, the 10-second question of the net tonight is vinyl records. Do you have any, and do you still listen to them?
I used to, and no, I don't listen to them anymore there, Chuck.
Yeah, me too. Before I traveled quite a bit, and I didn't want to take the chance of spending thousands of dollars on equipment only to lose it again. And then, of course, new technology came up and CDs and all that. So, I wish I still had my vinyl and my player. Sure do miss the sound of vinyl. Can't beat it.
Yeah, my two oldest brothers had vinyl and that, but I was the one with the lucky one to get all the cassette decks.
Oh, yeah. I used to get the hand-me-downs from my dad. All right there, Paul. Are you going to stick around for a bit?
I'm going to sit around and listen there for a bit.
Okay, sir. Very good. VE3VOT. We'll come around to you later. Let's see if anybody else is out there want to stop by. This is VA3CJZ with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. My name is Chuck, and I'm located in East Hamilton. Taking check-ins. Please come now.
Hello, Chuck, V3GBD.
Okay, I copy VE3GBD. I'm not sure if someone else keyed up at the same time there, but is there anyone else?
VE3XTX.
Okay, VE3XTX. Very good then. Well, let's start with George in the east end of Hamilton here, one of my sort of neighbors, not too far away. Good evening, George. How are you? Welcome.
That's right, Chuck. Kind of, sort of neighbors. That's right. Yeah. Everything's going good. Got my wife. She ordered me one of those antennas. I forget the name of it because, well, my memory sucks. But yeah, I was just listening to you guys on the radio here on the net, and
just wanted to get on and say hello to everybody and enjoying it.
Right on, right on. Well, hopefully we are streaming live on YouTube, and we're sounding okay there. I remember last week we had some technical difficulties, but hopefully we're operational this evening. We are streaming live on YouTube. Just put my call sign in the search box, put in VA3CJZ, and look for the live button. And Kevin, KKP, hello to you, sir, on YouTube. Okay, then. Thanks, George. Let's move down to the next person. And that would be Victor Echo 3, X-Ray, Tango X-Ray. Good evening, Mick.
How are you, Chuck, and everybody on net? Yeah, I figured being stuck at home, I might as well check in. But, yeah, just staying close to home, catching up on my yard work and stuff, and hoping to get up to my trailer shortly up north, because this is getting old, being stuck at home. But, yeah, not a whole lot going on.
Yeah, I hear you there, Mick. Like I was mentioning earlier, if it wasn't for me getting away from the property every couple of days there and just going for a stroll, yeah, I'd be fed up too. But it's nice to have a trailer to go back to. And yeah, I was outside today picking up landmines and getting the grass ready to get the first trim of the year. So anyhow, Mick, we have a 10-second question for the net tonight. And that is vinyl records. Do you have any vinyl records, and do you still listen to them?
I used to have hundreds of vinyl records, and while I was in Alberta serving my apprenticeship, I had everything stored at my parents' house. And my brother burnt the house down and burnt up my albums, so I haven't had an album since. That was back in the early 80s.
Yeah, see, same with me. 1981, if I remember correctly, was the last year I had a record player, and but I did have albums. I remember when I settled down in Hamilton there in the starting in 1980. Well, in 1980 I came here, but I was on the road for 10 years. So basically 1990s, I started going to the Sally Ann downtown on King Street there, and they had 33 LPs there for sale. So I used to scoop up a few of the good ones from there.
Yeah, they're making a big comeback. I still have my my record player. I've got my first stereo I ever bought. But yeah, no records. But yeah, it's a big comeback. You can pay big money for some albums nowadays. But yeah, I'd prefer albums if I still had some. But no, just pretty much just play music off of YouTube and stuff now.
Yeah, I know. It's vintage for sure. Okay, Mick, you gonna stick around for a little bit?
I'm just gonna run out and grab a coffee and stop by my brother's, but I should be back by probably before 9:30. But I'll be here before you shut her down.
All right then, Mick. Thanks for taking the time out, stopping by, and saying hello. Much appreciated. VE3 X-Ray Tango X-Ray up on the hill. Okay, well, let's go back to the list and say hello to Flynn, Victor Echo 3 Fox Juliet Juliet.
Hello, Chuck. Still here. Still doing a few things. Still trying to get used to this new radio, but other than that, not too much.
Okay. I had to smile there because I know, excuse me, it is a learning curve and everybody goes through it. Well, geez, just last week there, or the week before, when PDL and Mac, IMW there, both went to say hello to Art, and he had a Yazoo radio, and they were both stumped. They had a heck of a time with it. So yeah, don't feel bad. It takes sometimes it takes months to really figure it out.
Yeah, it does, but I think I'm doing pretty good, but can't wait to get the 4.
To listen to them.
Well, Chuck, I have a couple of vinyl records here. I've had them for a while. I lost most of my vinyl a while ago, but wish I still had it. Yeah, but I have a couple that I used to play, and I have them up on the wall in here, so just gives me a reminder of the good old days.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. All right, Flynn. Well, thank you very much for that. We'll just keep going down the list here and say hello to Kilowatt Papa. Kevin, you got any vinyl, and do you still listen to it? Okay, VE3KKP, VA3CJZ. You there, Kevin? Okay, well, let's go and say hello to Deb, VA3OYL.
Yeah, well, I still have vinyl. I don't listen to it anymore. But what I did was I digitized all the albums, so I have all my music on my phone now. It took a long time to record it all, but it was worth it to me.
Yes.
Because at the time when I did it, you couldn't get the songs anywhere.
Was that before Napster?
Well, I didn't use Napster at the time because a lot of the stuff was crappy quality.
Yeah. And that started a big war, that Napster. That's what started the file sharing software to to go crazy, and lawsuits, and oh yeah, all kinds of crazy stuff. All right then, Deb, anything else to add there before we move along?
No, I'll be listening along.
Okay, thank you very much, Deb. Okay, let's see who's next. That would be Bob, Victor Echo 3, India Tango Whiskey. Bob, you still there?
I'm still here, V3ITW. Yeah, I've got albums. I've never gotten rid of anything, so I actually spent a bit of time this winter rebuilding my. I have a dual 1229 turntable that I rebuilt. Had to buy a couple parts off of eBay, and so that was working great. And then my original, to me, realistic. What is that? Trying to remember what it is. SA 1500, I think it is. The amp is only working on one side, so it probably needs to be recapped now. And I got the original Optimus 5B speakers that I've recapped in the past. So I haven't actually listened to much vinyl because my amp is not working well. I have another one that I want to get this one fixed, I guess. So I have probably 50, 60 albums in old milk crate, and I did inherit about double that from my dad a few years back, and they're mostly Johnny Horton, Mitch Miller, and a lot of Celtic Irish albums, Irish music. That's it. Back to you.
Oh, okay, very good. Now, I remember back in the early 80s, a diamond tip needle used to go for roughly about $80, I think, for a decent one. Any idea what that's like now?
Oh, you can buy needles like that for about that much, but there's some really nice high-end needles out there now, or stylists, as you call them.
Yeah.
You're going to be paying $300-400 for a good audiophile one, which is probably beyond my hearing anyway. But I do have a very high-end needle or a stylus in that cartridge in that dual turntable, and in another, I have another direct drive turntable. Can't remember what it is that I was using until I fixed this dual up. But yeah, they're not cheap. Back to you, Chuck.
Yes, yes, okay. I had a funny feeling it would be pricey. But then again, uh, if you want to keep the old equipment, that's what you got to do is pay. Uh, Too many people now throw away their equipment and just replace it. You know, there's nothing like being able to fix something. I just don't get it throwing it out and getting another one. But anyways, okay, Bob, thanks for that. Thanks for sharing, and thank you for taking the time out to stop by and saying hello on our net. This is the first time, so very good, sir.
Thanks for doing it. We'll be listening.
Okay, very good then. Next, let's see if Paul is with us. VE3VOT. All right, now George is next. Victor Echo 3, Golf Bravo Delta. And I did not ask you last round, but I'll ask you this round. I know we spoke yesterday about it, and that's what gave me the idea, George. It's all because of you. When I asked you there if you had albums, and we got to talking. So how about we let everyone else know? And do you have albums, and do you still listen to them?
Yeah, that's right. We did have a lengthy conversation about that, but yes, I do. I got a lot of records, and I still listen to them. I got a Kenwood sound system, all different components, about an 85, and I still have it other than the turntable. It's a Technique turntable, and you could go to East Hamilton Radio, and I could still buy the stylus for $60.
Oh yeah, what's the brand of your turntable?
It's Techniques.
Ah, okay, yeah, yeah. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, if you get decent quality out of it, God, I don't know what they make them out of now, but I remember the diamond tip needles there were the or the stylus. That was the one to get back in the day. So who knows what they make them out of now, right? With the modern technology, but. Yeah, I just love the sound of vinyl. And every now and then you'll get a radio station that will play vinyl, like Q107 in Toronto or Boom 97.3. They'll throw on some actual vinyl, and it's nice. It's a nice sound. So yeah, I sure do miss it there, George. When everything straightens out there, we'll have to get together, and yeah, we'll have to drop by and say hello.
Oh, absolutely. I can just open the basement windows, crank up the stereo. It's like 1,000 watts. So I can crank up the stereo. The whole neighborhood will hear it.
Okay, very good then, George. Thank you for that. All right, well, I guess it's time to see if anybody else is out there like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie, Juliet, Zulu. Taking check-ins. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. RPOD.
PE3 RPP.
Okay, I hear two stations there, VA3VAD and VE3RPP. Were you the one that doubled with RPAD, or is there someone else in there?
No, it's me, Chuck. Sorry about that. Sorry, RPAD.
Oh, no need to be sorry. It's okay. I just, I heard two stations there. Well, let's go up to RPAD and say good evening. Good evening, RPAD.
Hello, Chuck. Good evening to you and everybody else on the net. This is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta, RPOD. And I'm located in the Rosedale area in Hamilton at the east end, south end of Portdale, I guess. And yeah, you're coming in loud and clear. I don't use too much 2 meter. I was thinking, like 440 most of the time these days. And Yeah, you guys talking about turntables and old stereos and stuff like that. And you believe it or not, my uncle sold his house, and they moved out 6 months ago, last summer, almost a year ago now. They moved out from their home, and he told me to come over and take whatever I want. And he says, take my stereo because I don't want to throw it out. And it was a Kenwood stereo, everything what you can include. The turntable. Yeah, that I'm not sure. I think it's a Kenwood, maybe something else, maybe a Technics. I'm not sure, but this turntable, I never see anything like it. It's a made of marble, and it's so heavy. You need two people to lift it up, so it is not going to move on you for sure, unless you're going to drop it from the table or something. But yeah, the speakers are huge and everything, and it's a Kenwood system. Everything is Kenwood, and he was telling me 45 years ago, he paid like something like $4,000 for it back in those days, and he doesn't want to throw it in the garbage because back in those days you could buy a car for that kind of money, and so I took everything apart, and everything was all plugged in, and I have like 60 miles of wiring for this. So one day, it's everything is sitting out in the garage. I never even touched it, and that turntable is quite interesting. Actually, I looked it up on the internet, and I can't even remember what's the name of it. That was like a year ago almost when I looked it up. And they're selling those even today for $2,000. That turntable, it's crazy. It's made of marble.
Holy smokes! Yeah, that's yeah. I'm not surprised. But marble, well, I guess there's no. If you accidentally hit it, then you're gonna have to hit it pretty hard for that needle to move, eh? Uh, yeah. Plus, nobody can steal it. Just pick it up and run with it. Oh, very good there, Arpad. You're coming in full strength and good audio as always. And thank you for taking the time out to stop by and say hello.
Yeah, and the speakers are so big, you can climb right up to it. So my uncle had it in the basement. All like I came to Canada in 1986. He already had it at that time, so that was like more than 30 years ago. And yeah, he never used it though. Very rarely, because I don't think he even knew how to switch whatever and how to use it. The wife didn't know how to use it, and the kids didn't care that much. So like it never been used. So yeah, maybe I'll set it up in the garage. Then I'll invite you guys over and we can have a disco.
Ah, there you go. I'll bring the disco ball. Yeah, and well, yeah, it sure was a chore to figure out what RCA cable went where, and that was half the fun there, Arpad.
Well, I can tell you, I have like 3 bags full of these cables, all kind of them. Everything is there. It was working. Everything was working, I guess. And yeah, I'm just gonna have to put it. I don't even have a room. Where am I going to set it up? Maybe in the living room somewhere. I don't know. The speakers are big. Yeah, and oh well, yeah, they don't make them those anymore. I remember I used to have one of those big speakers. You remember it looked like a big cupboard or something, and it was like a stereo in it, and a radio and turntable and whatever. I had one of those and that was something really good. And they don't make them like that. All the speakers now are so small, and they are tiny. Like you go buy a TV. And the speaker is like shameful what they put in now these days.
Oh yeah. I remember. Geez, they had all kinds of those big units there, floor units, and you had a TV built in. You had a stereo. Some of them had 8-track in there, turntable, a liquor cabinet area. They were great, except when it was time to move. Uh, some of them were a little bit heavy and quite long.
Yeah, and about the vinyls, I don't have any left. When I moved, I threw them out, I guess. And but Kati do have apparently she does have some. We're gonna have to go down to the basement and maybe I'm gonna have to call a container guy, and I think Tomasz, he drives these containers, and I'm gonna have to tell him to give me a discount and bring one of these container down here and take it to the dump or something, because we got so much stuff in the basement, and we have to find those vinyls.
Oh wow, eh? Yeah, those are collector's items, vintage, classic things now. Okay, Arpad, thank you very much for stopping by. Are you taking off, or are you going to stick around for a little bit?
Maybe I'm going to set up the crossband just to see if it's still working.
Okay, sounds good, Arpad. Well, thank you again. And hopefully we'll hear you a little bit later on. VA3 VAD in East Hamilton. Now let's go and stay in that area and say hello to VE3 RPP. Good evening, Rick.
Hey, Chuck, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well, thanks. You know, the weather's been nice, really. I'm so glad I don't have to put my winter jacket on and boots and all that nonsense there. This is more my speed. I love spring, summer, and fall. The other one, they, they can keep it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, listen, last night, I think it was, I was talking to a guy out in Dunnville who said that Rick can move or set up the other antenna like he had discussed. The guy PMV, VE3 PMV out in Dunnville said he knows the landlord, and the landlord said it was okay to go ahead and do that. So you may want to pass that along to Rick there.
Yeah, they already did it.
Oh, very good then. Well, there you go. It's a good thing you got permission, eh?
Yeah, he gave permission and everything, I guess.
Okay, very good. Okay, well, now it's your turn to answer the 10-second question, and that is, do you have any vinyl records, and do you still listen to them?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, it's your dad, though, Mighty. How about him?
Absolutely forget about it.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. Oh, well, there you go. That's the first on my list, then. That, well, that does. Well, I'm sure he used to have. Do you remember him having a stereo?
Oh, yeah, back in a long time ago, yep.
There you go. Yeah, I know. Most people in my generation have had that experience. It was great music. All right, there, Rick. Are you taking off, or are you sticking around?
No, I'm taking it up. I'm watching Chicago Med.
Okay, very good. And yeah, who is it that reminded me? I think it was Vanya there told me that Resident Alien, I think, is on. Hopefully it's not over yet for the season. I'm looking forward to watching that later as I recorded it. Okay, thanks for stopping by, Rick. Much appreciated, sir. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And don't be shy. Stop by and say hi more often. VE3 RPP. Okay, is there anyone else out there like to stop by? The AMS Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Juliet Zulu. My name is Chuck, and I'm located in East Hamilton below the escarpment. Any new check-ins, please come now.
V3 AXJ.
Hey, speak of the devil. There he is. VA3 Alpha X-Ray Juliet. Rick, good evening. Welcome.
Good evening, Chuck. It's going to be a quick one because got antenna problems. I got to take the antenna back down. I got to do some work on it. So 7-3s, have a good day, have a good night, and I don't have any vinyl. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Okay, Rick, thanks for the check-in, sir, and good luck with your antenna, as well as answering the vinyl question. Thanks a lot, Rick. We'll talk to you later. Okay, anyone else out there want to stop by and say hello? This is VA3 CJZ, taking check-ins for this week's Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Okay, nothing heard. And let's see now. I did mention that we are streaming live on YouTube. Just put in my call sign in the YouTube search box, VA3CJZ, and look for the live button. We are streaming live this evening. Everyone is welcome to listen in. Okay, let's go to the top of the list then and go back to Garnett there. Are you still around, Garnett?
You had announced the fact on YouTube it was going to leave the net.
Oh, well, too bad. I already got their check-in.
It's in the book, eh?
That's it. Well, I've got some friends down in the States there. I just told a good friend of mine that I used to work with that I'm doing this there. So maybe he'll tune in there one of these times. Good friend of mine living out in Las Vegas. Okay. All right, Garnett. How's Patty doing?
Good. She's doing good. She had her knee 2 weeks ago. I had my shot last week. So, yeah, she's doing good.
Okay. Now, the next question, was there any sore arm? Was there any feeling tired after or sick or anything like that?
Just a sore arm the next day. Feeling sick, nothing. No upset stomach, no headaches, no nothing.
Oh, all right. Very good then. Glad to hear it. Okay. Well, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for them to get their act together, and I'll be taking mine there eventually, but just not right yet. I don't go anywhere. I mean, I walk to the store and get cream for my coffee, and that's the only interaction I have with the public, really. So I don't take a bus. I don't do anything. So I'm gonna hang out, wait for them to straighten out their mess there with the government and all their nonsense. We're not going to get into that here. We stay away from politics and religion. Okay, Garnett, thanks a lot, buddy. Let's go down to Mac, BA3IMW. Are you there, Mac? And what's cooking? What's cooking with Mac?
Well, we've got a delicious steak pie in the oven, so yes. Culinary success again. I wasn't ready to let go of the vinyl discussion. I thought we could just kind of migrate to something like your favorite live album. And for me, that was always Frampton Comes Alive.
Yes, absolutely.
A 2-record set. And Frampton always performed better on stage
Bingo.
than he did in the studio. So, especially with sides 3 and 4, that was top notch in my books. Anyways, I hear you're waiting for your shot and seeing some delays there. There is a telephone number where you can sign up. I think if you're 50 or 55-year-old or older, and you can get in for the Pfizer shot. They actually have you staged in different time groups in what was previously called the Cops Coliseum. My wife went in for that on Monday, and she thought it was just the cat's patoot. It was well organized, and she came home with a smile on her face. Sore shoulder, but a smile.
Saying, see, I'm taking an AstraZeneca. You don't know that. That's what they're telling you. But anyways, yeah, I refuse to take the AstraZeneca, and I refuse to take any public transit to go get one. I'm going to wait for a pharmacy to start giving it out because I don't have access to a vehicle most of the time because my wife works, and she works a lot and has the weekends off. So for the most part. So I'm going to wait for them to finally get down from the mountain. Only news that I got last week there about them only having pharmacies on the mountain. I'm like, what's up with that? So like I said earlier, I'm waiting for the government to straighten their act out, and then we'll get our shot.
Yeah, there you go. If you want that telephone number, just let me know because I can forward you along some information. it would require you to go to a central inoculation point, like Cops Coliseum. And obviously they have that operating from like 8 in the morning till 7 or 8 o'clock at night. So nonetheless, there's options. And originally I was looking at booking with a pharmacy option, and when when I saw it was AstraZeneca only, I thought, well, it's not really where I want to be. Not that I'm a female under 55 years old, which is what the data says that's the problem for. But just, if there's a risk, why take a risk? So yeah, there's a hospital over here on West 5th and Mohawk, so that's all set up. Anyways, back to good news. Yeah, certainly Frampton Comes Alive, my favorite live album. And certainly side 4, best of the best.
Yes. Yeah, I'm the same as you, Mac. I actually saw Frampton live during that tour in my hometown, and it just blew me away. And I was also learning how to play electric guitar, and it was just phenomenal. To me, that was one of the better concerts I had gone to. I've been to a few, but it's near and dear to my heart because it was one of the first concerts that I'd gone to that was on that scale. So it was a very good concert, and the album again. You gotta love the live tour. Not too many people are into that, but I am. I like the live versions. All right. Well, we won't tie it up too much there, Mac. Why don't we turn it over to Art? Give Art a shout and see how he's doing. And I'm not sure if we asked him last week if he got his shot. Why don't you quiz him on that for me, please?
Okay, shall do. So, Art, are you still with us? And if so, let us know if you've had any success with getting your vaccine either completed or at least scheduled. Are you still there, Art? Yeah. So have you managed to get yourself in for the first round of your vaccine shot? Roger that. So Art's booked in for First Ontario Centre for May the 1st, and second shot would be the first part of August. So hasn't had it yet, but he's all booked up. And obviously, if you're going down to First Ontario place, that indicates that you're going to get the Pfizer shot rather than either the J&J or AstraZeneca. Okay, there you go. There's a piece of history. So Art sharing that as well as hearing the dialogue about the vaccines, he's also thrown his bean in the pot for favorite albums, and his was David Bowie. So yeah, he's had some wild and woolly stuff over the years, and I can remember when David Bowie put out his rather risque album in the late 70s, early 80s. I think it was called Crazy Monsters. But yeah, yeah, Ziggy Stardust and all the rest of that. So you're all talking talking about my generation. Okay, Art, you're going to stick around and listen for the shutdown, and or are you going to take a standby and pat down for the night?
I wonder what he's saying. I must have a lot to say.
Well, there's a piece of history for you. I guess you never forget that. Yeah, Art had a run-in with David Bowie out west years ago. He was going upstairs and one was going downstairs, and somebody got a drink spilled on them, and they ended up getting together and drinking scotch all night. So, well, we're among royalty here.
Not now, buddy.
Somebody that partied with David Bowie. Super duper. Okay, so Art's going to stick around with us for the rest of the duration. And Chuck, I'll turn it back to you. Thanks a lot. And it's VA3IMW Friday.
Okay, thank you very much, VA3IMW, for the relay. And glad to hear Art had a bit of a wild pass there. Thanks for all that info and relay. Okay, well, let's see if anybody else is out there like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in East Hamilton, below the escarpment. Any new check-ins, please come now.
V3XKV.
Okay, VE3XKV. Bob. Evening there, Bob. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing just peachy, Chuck. All day fixing this bloody lawnmower. That's a 20-year-old lawnmower, and the deck is starting to get some holes in it. When I got a close look at it, it had more holes than I figured. So I had some patching to do and change the oil on it. And then I went to go cut the lawn and check the gas. The gas tank's empty. Of course, it's been sitting all winter, so I figure, well, I don't know, maybe it evaporated. So I filled her up with gas, and sure enough, there was a fuel leak in the gas line. So had to replace the gas line. Then I guess I got done about 7:30 tonight. Oh yeah, and I went and cut grass for an hour and did some raking, and finished at 8:30 there. But yeah, I was feeling pretty good actually, Chuck. I didn't think that that raking that grass is kind of that's the mark, It makes you sweat a little bit and breathe harder. And I passed the test anyway, after doing nothing all winter long, Chuck.
Yeah, very good there, Bob. Oh yeah, raking will get your heart going for sure. I just have to pick out all the pine cones that have fallen, and then I'm ready to go give mine a trim there. And I thought I might wait. Well, I'm gonna have to wait for the weekend now. Excuse me. They're talking about rain later this evening, during the night, and all day tomorrow. So it will be Saturday or Sunday. By then, it'll be even longer. But thankfully, we've got a relatively new electric mower there. It's only 3 years old, so tucked away in the shed. She'll be ready to go as soon as you take it out and plug her in.
Well, I'd have to have some real long. I'd have to have some real long extension cords to cut my grass with electric one. I'm just not. This thing's 20 years old, like I said there, and I'm not. I don't know how much longer I'll be in this place. You know, hopefully it'll make this one last till it's my last one, so to speak. I don't want to spend another $2,000 on a brand new one, so yeah, it's too much for an electric one. Well, I don't even think they make a battery pack that'll last that long. I don't know if they make electric ride-ons or not. Do they? Or do they make electric ride-on lawnmowers?
Oh, you're asking the wrong person there. I wouldn't know. You'd need quite the battery, wouldn't you?
Well, I
mean, Tesla's building pickup trucks now with electric pickup trucks. Pickup trucks are meant to work, so I don't know what the battery technology is advanced enough for a ride-on lawnmower. And I don't know, Chuck.
Yeah. Something maybe to look into there when I got nothing to do. I don't have any use for a riding lawnmower. It would only my front lawn is only about 15 feet by 15 feet there. You'd be done in no time there, Bob.
Oh yeah. No, I know that. So, but I haven't talked to you for a bit there. How's things been with yourself? The station working good? I hear you on every once in a while, but I never seem to be able to connect with you.
Yeah, I know. Just the timing, I guess. I'm always trying to work on the station there, clean it up, and do this, do that, and we're getting there. It's starting to look good. On my Facebook, on my QRZ page, I did change the pictures of my how my station looks now, and always everything seems to be working fine. Yeah, so far so good there, Bob. Nice to hear you in there. You going to stick around for a little bit?
Oh yeah, no, I'm in here. I'll be here for the duration. Like I said, I just got in at 8:30 there, and I sat down and had something to eat. I was listening to the net. Actually, I had the radio going outside, the crossband going outside while I was raking the grass. So now I've just settled down and have my coffee. And yeah, I cleaned my shack out last week. Man, I'll tell you, I had a great big tub, big laundry tub full of just computer parts, old boards, drives, video cards, all old stuff, right? Because I've been, I've had been doing this since '95, I guess. I have built 7 desktops since then, anyway. But anyway, so we cleaned all that out, and I had another hamper full of just metals, chunks of steel, and then some more electronic stuff went. I mean, I tell you, took a trip to the recycle center over there in Dundas. Put everything in their proper place, so to speak. But anyway, yeah, it looks a lot better. I got room to move around. Actually, it was getting that bad, Chuck. I couldn't move.
Yes, I know the dilemma. Well, I'm glad you got things cleaned out there, and you seem to be doing pretty good yourself. Did a little bit of work today there. Glad you got the lawnmower going. And it's time to sit down and enjoy your coffee and take a load off there, Bob. So thanks for stopping in, and we'll get back around to you soon. VE3XKV in Flamborough Downs. Also, I want to mention that we do have a check-in from YouTube, Victor Alpha 3 Hotel Delta Lima, Pablo in Aurora, Ontario. Unable to hear the signal, but he is watching on YouTube. So hello there, Pablo, and anyone else out there listening. Let's see if anybody else out there would like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. My name is Chuck, and I'm in East Hamilton taking check-ins. Please come now. Okay, I heard VA3KIX, a little bit of a weak signal there. Very staticky, but come back there, Rick in Copetown. Hello.
Yeah, I'm getting the same signal on you, actually. There's noise in the back, but I can hear you good enough. Just hello to everybody, and hello to Bob if he's still there, and getting the big shot tomorrow. I'm going to the Jamboree there at Cop Coliseum. So we'll see how their entertainment is. And that's about it. I guess we can turn it back to you.
Okay there, Rick. I've got you dialed in now. I had the antenna. I had a different antenna on, so that's why I wasn't able to pick you up. But now you're coming in at a beautiful S9. Good audio there, Rick in Copetown. And you're getting the jab tomorrow?
Roger that.
No, yeah. Where are you going for it?
Cops Coliseum.
Woohoo! Yeah, somebody was just mentioning that. So, very good then. Well, hopefully it's not too much standing around for you, and hope you don't get any ill side effects there, my friend.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the one concern is which side do you get those side effects on?
Well, everyone's different there, Rick. You know, like I've heard of people not feeling well for a day or two after getting a shot. I know every time I get the flu shot, which it's been 4 years now, but before that, whenever I get the flu shot, I would be so weak for a good 24 hours afterwards, and of course the arm hurt like heck. I swear they give the needle right into my bone. I hate that, but everyone's different.
Well, I'm definitely different. I can contest to that. So can my friend. So maybe I won't have a side effects. Or if I do, maybe it'll just be on one side, not the
other. All right. Anything else new with you there, Rick?
I don't think so. Nope. I'm pretty sure that's it.
All right. Very good. Okay. You going to stick around for a bit, or are you taking off?
I'm going to stick around and see how everybody's sounding tonight. I'm kind of start a list here of the good sounding stations and the bad sounding stations. And the plan is to keep this up till December, and then I'm going to pass that list on to Santa Claus and let him deal with it.
Oh, okay. So, geez, we're not even in July yet, and you're getting ready for Santa's list. Okay, there, Rick. Well, we are streaming live on YouTube, and Arpad, I heard that. I seen that comment about the nice haircut. Yes, that's how I roll now. Anyhow, thanks, Rick. We'll talk to you in a bit. Let's see who else is out there. This is VA3CJZ with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Taking check-ins, please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, X-Ray Lima Juliet, recheck.
Hey.
Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta, recheck.
Okay, I've got 2 rechecks there. Go ahead, Vanya.
Oh, I heard that conversation about the like we call them, whatever, I can't remember the name now. The vinyls, you know, that circle thingy with the music on it. Anyways, I never had. I had one when I was a kid. I remember the old unit, like my grandma's have, like it kind of looked like a suitcase. You opened up and there would be like a little storage for the let's call them plays,
45.
and a little speaker in it, and the bottom part would be the turntable with the needle and then the little knob to adjust the speed, I guess. That's me and a vinyl. But I do actually have the few tapes and the cassette player and the Walkman, believe it or not.
Okay.
And I have a tape made in 1971 or 72, which is actually older than I am, and still plays.
Oh, very good. Well, yeah, I do remember the turntable with the suitcase model turntable there. Usually they were meant for 45s, but I think you could play 33s on them. But yeah, they were a handy little thing there. Had a handle on it and everything. I remember that.
Yeah, I mean, I was the kid back then. Like it's before even the grade school, so before age of 6 or 7. I remember that at the grandma's house, and maybe we only have like two little discs to play. Let's call them discs. I have a hard time pronouncing it, so you just guys bear with me here. And yeah, that's a turntable lawnmower. Change oil often as you can. Not like me every 10 years, so that doesn't work out good for the lawnmower. And I guess that's it.
Oh, okay, very good. So you cut your own grass then, right?
Sometimes neighbors does. Ha ha
ha. I wish my neighbor would cut his own grass. Never mind mine. That's something I'm going to have to deal with there. I won't get into it too much, but he needs to cut his grass more than once or twice a year. Let's leave it at that. Okay there, Vanya. Thank you very much, sir. Hang in there. We'll get back to you. Let's go to VA3VAD recheck. Go ahead, sir.
Hello, Chuck again. Just a quick test here, and I'm coming through the crossband using the little Yaesu FT2D as a transmitting radio with what is this, 100 milliwatt, I think, the lowest power settings, and it goes into the Camwood. What is this? D710, yeah, and actually it's good. You guys are giving not the repeater, but the crossband a high duty cycle, so it's good to test it out if it heats up or not. And actually, the 2 meter side that's where I'm transmitting, and you guys are talking on the 2 meter side, and it's rebroadcasting on the 440 side. But actually, I modified the radio, and I turned the power down on the 440 side. It's instead of 5 watt. You know, these radios, they go like 5 watt, 10 watt, and 50 watt. And I modified the 5 watt down to 1 watt, and that's what I was testing actually. And you guys were talking about it for like 20 minutes or so, and it's still cold. So I guess that one single watt that can be like continuous transmission for like the high duty cycle basically. If you're listening on the 2 meter side rebroadcasting, and if anybody wants to listen into it, go to 430.025. Yeah, it's only 1 watt. Purposely, I turned it down. So how is that coming through though?
Oh, it's coming through great there, Arpad. You're full strength. The audio is obviously a little bit different, but there's no problem. It's very clear, lots of high notes, and yeah, as far as everything goes, it's working great, I'd say.
Yeah, if somebody close by to my location, yeah, just you know, you can have a listen or just switch another radio on 430.025. That's where it's transmitting, and yeah, I'm just checking it, and it runs cool, so that's good. That's good. Yeah, I don't like to run crossband on 5 watt because you know, like when the duty cycle is too high, it's not that good for the radio. And maybe the audio is a little bit lower because the handheld this Yaesu one, it's an FD2D. It is waterproof, so it probably has the little plastic right in front of the microphone element. Back to you, Chuck.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you know, that's what I do when I use my Bofang for crossband, walking around the property there. I put a mini a mini antenna, rubber ducky on it because I'm on the property. And 1 watt, I mean, that's all I need to talk to my to my antenna, which is in my backyard. So the crossband works great. For me, 1 watt is all I need, and a super mini antenna there, and good to go.
Yeah, all right, Chuck. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it on. You guys go ahead and yik yak, and just wanna see if it heats up or not. But it's still cold. It's like slightly warm. It's almost nothing. So looks like these radios are designed for 50 watt. For what is that? 43, maybe 45 on 440. But you can transmit 1 watt on it continuously, so it's not going to hurt the radio.
All right, absolutely, that's great, great. Okay, thank you, Arpad, and let us know there later on or tomorrow when we speak if it ever did get warm. Okay, Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta, thank you for that. Anyone else like to check in the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3CJZ taking check-ins. Please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo India, except I got a phone call.
Nice ringtone there, Larry. Okay, I have you checked in, and we'll wait for you to finish your call. Okay, anyone else out there want to check in the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, November Charlie Alpha.
Okay, I heard Victor Alpha 3, November Tango Alpha. Good evening. Sean, is it?
It's Wade. I'm calling from Dundas. I'm actually mobile, I probably should have said. Just out and about. I'm not sure how long this is gonna work.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got you coming in here. Not bad. Let me get your call sign again. Victor Alpha 3, and then what?
That's November Charlie Alpha, NCA.
Oh, NCA. You see, I didn't hear properly. I heard NTA, and it's NCA. Let me correct that, Wade. I do apologize. And you're making a pretty good copy back here to the Center Mall in East Hamilton. Bring it back, and I'll give you a signal report.
Great, thanks, Chuck. I am mobile in West Hamilton, just a little bit, I guess it's just a tiny bit west of McMaster, and I normally can't reach you when I'm actually at my house at Dundas. Over to you.
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. Well, you're coming in at an S7 from the mobile, so that's a very good from the West End there. And if you like, you can listen to yourself on YouTube. Just put in my call sign in the YouTube search box, and you can replay it and listen to yourself at the timestamp here. I'd say 9:32 p.m. would be a great spot for you to play back your transmission. Okay, Wade, well, thank you very much for checking in. You are check-in number 20 this evening. And everything okay with you, sir?
Everything's good for now, and back to you. I'm coming in tomorrow, so not sure if you get this over to you. Bye.
Okay. Thank you very much, Wade. Anyone else out there want to stop by? This is VA3 CJZ with week 1439 of the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Any check-ins, come now.
Well, I'll try again. VE3 LBI.
Yes, Larry. Please come now.
Okay, you got a short in there. Do you want to take them first or no?
I did not hear the short. That short, go ahead.
The short is Art. So, Larry, you want to relay?
Go ahead, Mac.
Okay, Casey, I good to hear from you tonight. So Chuck, Art is signing off and going down for the count. So I'll pass on his 7-3s to the expanded group, and he'll be back with us in next week. So back to you, Chuck, and I'll let you pick it up with Larry.
Okay, very good. But first, please say thank you to Art for checking in, and I wish him all the best with his shot. And that's at the end of the month, or the 1st of May, I think he said. Okay, well, I wish him good health until then. Please pass on my 73 to him.
Okay, Art, Chuck's passing on his 73s and wishes good health to you until such time as you're able to get down for your shot, and hope things go well for you. So 7-3s to you from Chuck and all of us. Good night, Art. Back to you, Chuck.
Okay, thanks again for the relay, VA3IMW. Now let's go to Larry LBI, VE3LBI.
Yeah, okay. I'm laughing here, Chuck. Thanks. Well, just got been messed up, kind of a messed up couple of weeks, just with stuff going on. So things got kind of straightened out today. Anyways, nice day. I cut the back lawn yesterday, and I should have brought the goats in for the front one because it was heavy and thick. But that's all done, so that'll last for a little bit. I think what I'm going to do is raise the lawnmower up a little bit. Might have cut her just a little too low, but it'll be fine. We got some rain coming with it.
Oh, yes. I've been hearing the lawnmowers in the neighborhood going off there in the last, since Sunday, I think. Saturday or Sunday there. But mine just wasn't ready yet there. I like to let it grow a little bit before the first cut of the year. Make sure the roots are nice and strong.
Well, I got one bag off the back, and I got 3 off the front. Mine was that heavy. So I haven't put any fertilizer down on it, but looking around other neighbors, and some of those are not anywhere near, but mine needed a good cut, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's a lot of bags. You mean those paper bags?
No. The bag and on the back of the machine, and then put it in the garbage. We always have we don't bother buying bags anymore. We have a regular garbage bag, and you put a sticker on it, and they pick that up. But I got 3 bags off the actual lawnmower itself, off the back bagger, whatever they call
them. Yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, okay, very good then.
Not the side bagger, the back bagger.
Yeah, the back. Yeah, mine's at the back as well. I do have a mulch attachment I can put on there, but I don't have that much here to worry about, really.
I'm just kidding anyways, but no, that got done. So, and barbecued, I got some pork chops for supper, and other than that, we just, like I said, been a long couple of weeks with some stuff going on, so it's all straightened out now. No big issue or anything. So you're up to 20 people. I don't know if I'm 21 or 20.
Let me double check here. You're number 20. Actually, no, the Wade was number 20. You're number 19. But hey, a little tidbit of information there. On this day, the Titanic sunk.
Huh. You know what? On this day last year, I think it was. Yeah, I believe it was last year. I was shoveling snow.
I believe it. And I remember on, April 1st, I moved. I had to move from one apartment to another, and it was like in the 20s. It was in the upper 20s. I couldn't believe it, how warm it was. But yeah, on this day in 1912, the RMS Titanic hits an iceberg at 11:40 p.m. off the coast of Newfoundland.
Yep, hold my beer. Yeah, I know we've gone away the end of May fishing up Huntsville Way, and get up in the morning and have to break the ice off the hand pan. So, but anyways, all right, give a shout out. You're getting 22, I think that says. Yep, 19 or 940. So, give a shout out and see if anybody else is out there. I'll take a standby and listen along.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much there, Larry. VE3LBI. Let's see. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, taking check-ins for this week's Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Any check-ins, please come now. Okay, nothing heard. Well, let's see if KKP is still with us, VE3 KKP. All right. It's been a while since we got back around to some of these people, but let's see if Deb is still with us. VA3OYL.
Pass me by. I'm having a sneezing fit here.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see if Bob is still with us. Victor Echo 3, India Tango Whiskey.
Yeah, Bob here, V3ITW. I'm still here. A couple of things that people brought up. I did get my jab on Saturday. Actually, quite a bit of reaction. Felt shitty the next day. I actually had swollen glands and bad headache, but I'm okay now. And that was with Pfizer on Wellington Street. That was really good. Walked in about 10 minutes prior to my appointment, and no lineup. Got jabbed right away. Make you wait 15 minutes and out, and lots of street parking. The meters just outside the place, so good experience all the way around. And to Max, questions about live albums. I like Mountain Live, Nantucket Sleigh Ride, to be exact. Back to you, Chuck.
Okay. Say that again. That's the name of the song, and the band is?
The band is Mountain, and the song is Nantucket Sleigh Ride.
Oh, that's back in the 60s then, right?
Yeah, that song was the whole one side of an album.
Oh, yeah. I remember, I think Inagata Devita was also one side of a 33 album there. Oh, very good, very good. Well, thanks for sharing that there, Bob. And yeah, see, everyone is different. Some people don't feel well for a day or two, and others just a sore arm and a little bit fatigued. But good to hear all the way around there, Bob. I'm glad you had a good experience. Now, did they tell you when you'd get your next one?
Yeah, July 31st.
Okay, yeah, I think you mentioned it, but I forgot. All right, well, that's good. Yeah, I'm keeping tabs and waiting. Like I said, I prefer to get a Pfizer or a Moderna, and if I can do that, then and I don't have to, go up the hill. Then yeah, we'll be looking into it eventually. We're not waiting too long, but like I said, there I want them to get their act together, and there seems to be a lot of finger pointing in the government right now. Okay, Bob. Well, thanks again for stopping by. Much appreciated, sir. We'll be starting the last round here soon, but I just want to say thank you for sharing that. VE3ITW. Where are we now? Next on the list is VE3VOT. Paul, are you still there?
Short.
Well, I was going to get around to you. VE3GBD. Go ahead, George.
No, I was just listening to Bob there. He was saying he likes the mountain, that song.
Yeah.
I love Mountain, but that record that he's talking about is that Mississippi Queen. Is that on that particular record?
Can't remember. I don't know. I really the only time I play that album is to listen to Nantucket Sleigh Ride. I could look it up and see. I've had that album since I got it used in a trade for a car, my car for a motorcycle, and all his albums. And that was back in '75, I think. I'll have a quick look. It'll be on the internet anyway.
Okay, I was just curious. It may be on the flip side. I don't know. But yeah, Mississippi Queen was my favorite mountain song.
Yeah, absolutely there, George. That was mine too. I didn't know that was the band who performed that originally there. So there you go. Hey, the memory's slipping away. Yeah, that's a great song. I thought that was Molly Hatchet.
No, that was Mountain.
I stand corrected. Oh, very good there, George. Yeah, geez, now you got me thinking there. All right, let's see what else there, George. Might as well start calling this last call. It's 9:46 p.m. We might as well start somewhere. By the time I run down the list there, it'll probably be 10 o'clock. So hopefully you enjoyed yourself, and I know I did, and it was great hearing everybody. And over to you there, George.
No, absolutely enjoyed it. Good conversation, and me growing up, I had two favorite bands that I would play in the early, late 70s. It was always either Ted Nugent or Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, yeah. Cat Scratch Fever. Gotta love it. Yeah, now got all this music. I think after the net there, I'm going to start going on YouTube. You know, that's another thing. Back in the day, you had to pay for a video channel to watch all these bands perform on video. Now you just look it up on YouTube and you can see a performance from back in the 80s or 70s or what have you. If it was recorded, it's on YouTube now. So that's great.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I've gone to a few Ted Nugent concerts back in the day. They're like early 80s. Back then, he was just a wild man, swinging from off of ropes, and oh my God, the guy was awesome performer.
Oh yeah, had plenty of energy. That is for sure. Ted Nugent. Yep. And he's one of those guys that I think he kills his own food. He's got a huge ranch property, and last I heard that when he eats meat, he kills it himself. So a lot of interesting facts about celebrities. Anyhow, there, George. Any last words there? We got to move it along.
All right, no, you're right. Ted Nugent, he eats what he kills.
Gotta love it. Okay, George, thanks again. We'll talk to you soon. VE3GBD. Now let's go back up to Miss Sneezy Pants. VA3OYL. Deb, are you okay now?
Yeah, something must have come in the house. I don't know. I only usually sneeze like 2 or 3 times, but this is like 10 times in a row.
Yeah, I don't sneeze very much, and if I sneeze more than once, I usually grab a tissue and blow my nose because there's something in there causing me to sneeze. So get rid of it.
Yeah, my allergies have been bad the last couple of years. So, oh well, the joys of getting older, I guess.
Yeah. You just got to resign yourself to saying we are human and we do get old.
Oh, darn.
So everything else good with you there, Deb?
Yeah, actually, it's been pretty good. I Haven't had any migraines in the last week or
good.
so, week or two. So that's a pretty good record for me. And
yeah,
I like having the sunshine, though it's supposed to rain for the next couple of days. I have to get my grass cut, my front lawn, but by the time the rain comes and goes on the weekend, it should be nice and long. It'll be hard getting a lawnmower through it.
yes, I know. I'm gonna have to put my lawnmower on the high setting there to start off and do a couple of passes. I think but it's thickening up only in certain parts of the yard. It's thick, and other parts it's not. So, oh well, it's not that big of a property, so it's not that big of a deal. Anyhow, Deb, I just want to say thanks for stopping in and sticking it out with us. Much appreciated, and look forward to talking to you again soon. Oh, and don't forget, on the weekend, it's the RAC Ontario QSO party. And also on Sunday, it's World Amateur Radio Day. So get your antennas all shiny and put spinach on it, and so you can get out better.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Well, that was VA3OYL. Next on the list for last call, where are we now? XTX, VE3XTX. Mick, have you made it back yet? Uh-oh. He said he would be back, but he's not. Okay, let's see if Arpad is still with us. Last call, VA3VAD. Are you there, Arpad?
Yeah, I'm here, and I'm testing the crossing bending device here, and yeah, just measuring the temperature. It's 42.2 Celsius, and it's steady, so it looks like it can run 24 hours like that, no problem. And it does have a fanny net in the radio. Now this is the D710 crossbender, and yeah, I've just I never did test it before, and to check with the high duty cycle, but yeah, it can run 24 hours. The internal cooling fan, it's blowing the air out, so yeah, keeps it nice and cool. And just you have to make sure the fan is working. That's all. Yeah, it's about 42.2. It's steady on that one. Thank you very much, Chuck, to running the net. Good to hear you, and good to hear everyone. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta.
Comment?
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, it's Bob V3ITW. Arpad, you're F7 here in the Stoney Creek. Although the audio was a little broken, no problem copying that crossband.
Yeah, Roger. S7 on the 2 meter side, right?
No, on the 440 side.
Okay, on the 440 side, I'm trying. Okay, the transmission is coming. It's only one single watt actually. It's coming out, and I'm transmitting with 100 milliwatt on the handheld, and the 440 side. So, where did you check? On 430.025?
Roger.
Okay, S7. That's not bad. S7 for 1 watt. That's actually quite good.
Yeah, it's working. Back to net.
Okay, very good. Anything else before we let you go there, Arpad?
No. Thank you very much to running the net, and do appreciate it. And at least I had an opportunity to test it out. And the next time is I'm going to check out in the mobile. The mobile does I set it up the same way, same radio. It's a D710 as well. The lowest power setting is 1 watt, and I wish these radio companies, that's how they would set up the radios. Like 1 watt, 10 watt, and 50 watt. Sometimes you don't need 5 watt, especially when you're running something like a crossband. 73 Chuck, and 73 everyone. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. I'll see you guys tomorrow or next week on this net.
Okay, Arpad, thanks again, sir. You have a great rest of the evening, and do appreciate your check-in. VA3VAD. Let's go to VE3 Romeo Papa. Are you there, Rick? Okay, let's go to Rick Sr. VA3 AXJ. Are you there, Rick? Okay, VE3XKV Bob. Last call, Bob.
Oh, very good there, Chuck. And yeah, just say good evening to everybody. And not much to add here. Seeing how this is the last call, we'll just make it short. And we'll catch you all next week. The 3XQ.
Okay, Bob, thanks for joining us once again. Much appreciated, sir. Next is VA3KIX, Rick in Copetown. Last call, Rick.
A message for Bob if he wants to chat some more. 147 420. Good net from what I heard of it. What was the deal with the records? I was like Mac brought up something, a question about some old records or something. What was that about?
Well, that was the theme question of the weekly AREG net there. I usually try and have a little something to ask everybody.
And what was what were you asking?
I was asking if you have or have had vinyl records, and do you still listen to them?
Okay. All right. Good question, I guess. We'll hopefully catch you next week.
Yeah, for sure. And maybe I'll join you guys up there on 147, the 420 there. Okay, Rick in Copetown. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciate your check-in. Now let's go to Larry up on the hill, VE3LBI. Last call, Larry.
Yep, I just caught your question there too. Yes, I did have them. When we moved from the last house to this house, I discarded them, and also with the unit I had to play them on.
I see. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, there I do miss the sound of vinyl. It's really nice when I hear it on a radio station. Sometimes they'll play some vinyl, so that's really nice to hear. Okay, Larry. Well, thank you very much, sir, for taking the time out to check in. I didn't know if you'd be able to make it, but very good then. Much appreciated. VE3LBI. Next, let's go to Wade, see if he made it back home or if he's still mobile. Last call, Wade, Victor Alpha 3, November Charlie Alpha. Okay, nothing heard. Let's go to VE3 GNP. Garnett, you still with us?
Oh, I'm still here, Chuck. Just to close the place for you, Gates and Canyon, they got doing them too. The rec center there.
Gage and okay, yeah. All right. Well, I still have to talk to my doctor about it. You know, I don't know if they have any recommendations for me or anything like that. I am being treated for diabetes, and I have other things. I'm not going to air out all my dirty laundry, but yeah, we'll get the shot just on my terms.
Yeah, that's fine. I would just let them know to close the place. Anyway, Chuck, good net 73. Have a good night. VE3 GMP.
All right, Garnett. Thanks again, as always. Great sounding station there, Garnett. Okay, let's go to Dining with Mac on the hill. Dining with Big Mac, VA3 IMW. Last call, Mac.
Well, I will unequivocally deny that I dine with Big Macs. No matter how many times McDonald's has tried to recreate themselves, that's not on my bucket list. Anyways, as always, Wednesday night, the highlight. and really appreciate having this opportunity to share time with fellow hams. And Chuck, really appreciate you keeping up the heritage of this net that's running for thousands and thousands of years. So keep up the good work, and we'll be back with you next week. 7-3s to you and to all. PA3IMW for Eddie.
Yeah, okay there, Mac. Thank you. It's a great time to spend a couple of hours on a Wednesday night, hump day. And I sure have a ton of fun doing it. And, of course, we're always trying to improve our station like most of us do. Okay, VA3IMW. PDL, we haven't heard you in a while. VE3, PDL, you still there? Okay, let's go to Vanya, VA3XLJ. You back home there, Vanya?
Yes, I am. I'm still camping down in the basement. Hopefully, when this finishes, I'm gonna go up and I guess yell at the kids to go to sleep because I don't know what they're doing. They're running like crazies upstairs, but we'll see. Regarding vaccines, a friend of mine in Montenegro, she got hers. She got AstraZeneca, and she complained about the high fever and being sluggish, and he kind of have all the flu and cold symptoms for like 3-4 days.
Oh wow!
And comparing this to my wife and her Pfizer, like because the both vaccines are, I think they're like the two of them. My wife, she have a very mild symptoms on the first vaccine with the Pfizer. Second one is a little bit tougher though.
I see. The second one's a little bit tougher. What do you mean?
The second Pfizer, when she got she complained about the pain and stuff like that.
Oh, she already got her second shot. Oh, very good then.
Yeah, a friend of mine, he said he's gonna go get something. I don't know what it's something. He's probably gonna give him a phone call tomorrow morning. So he's supposed to get it on Tuesday. So that was yesterday. So I'm gonna call him and ask him what did he got. But most likely he was AstraZeneca, like it's because it's gonna be through the pharmacy or something. So, and he's 68, 69. So most of the blood clots, what I understand, they are the women under age of 30. So there's some correlation to the birth control pill, but I'm not a pharmacist. I don't know much.
Right. Okay, then. Well, that's good information there, Vanya. Thanks for passing that along. Okay, well, we look forward to hearing from you again soon, and thanks for taking the time out to check in the AREG tonight. Okay, I do believe the last person is Flynn. We haven't gotten to you yet. Last call, Flynn, VE3FJJ.
Hello, Chuck. We're still here. I was waiting patiently for you to call me, but sometimes we forget on how many people are on the net. I just wanted to say good work. Happy to be here. We're still here, and so that's it.
Okay, very good then. Do appreciate you as well coming by and checking in with us there, Flynn. And good luck learning your radio. I look forward to chatting with you again soon. All right, is there anyone I missed or any last call check-ins? Please come now. This is VA3 CJZ with the AREG net. Okay, well, nothing heard, and that means it's time to say goodnight. Tonight, let's see. Tonight we had 20 check-ins. So I'd like to thank everyone for participating in this week's AREG, and I look forward to hearing from you again next week. Until then, stay safe. Have a great rest of the week. This is VA3 CJZ saying 7-3 and good night. Okay. Let's go over here.
73 Chuck and everyone else. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. We'll be clear.
Who are you off to, iPad?